Uh-oh, it's a 90s video game cutscene, so you know it's going to be the most amazing thing you'll ever see. Oh, finally? Well, while you've been sitting around doing internet research, I've been out there taking all the punches, you blonde robotic buffoon. Oh yeah, let's both go in there, meaning you go get some coffee and you'll show up when you want. No, I get it. Well, get me a latte! Hello, Webernet, and welcome back to another episode of Mega Man X, a game about the alphabet, robots, and love. When I last played, I blew up a crazy-eyed robot chameleon that could turn invisible, just like in that movie Predator. You know, the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny Glover that was directed by Robert Rodriguez and stuff. Anyway, that's beside the point. If you haven't noticed, all the Mavericks have been defeated, and now we're left with Sigma's Stink Eye Selfie. Now I would start in the final stages of the game, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to stretch the premise and grab one last thing in Armored Armadillo's stage. It's the Hadouken upgrade. You know, it's the blue fireball thing that Ryu can shoot from his fists that no one ever questions. Yes, it's basically a shameless Capcom Street Fighter 2 inside joke thing, and you get it. Okay, let's do this. Welcome back to the underground layer of the former Armored Armadillo. I'm just going to start off by riding the roller coaster of chaos through the stage once again. Now this time I am here for one thing and one thing only, to die a bunch of times. Yes, I need to die about 4 times to be exact. I know, well hey, let's look on the bright side. At least I'll get the kinda cool, really optional Hadouken upgrade. Yes, it's that iconic fireball thing that Ryu can magically emit from his hands in Street Fighter 2. You know, the one move that every person in the world can pull off at this point, and let's be honest, is the only reason why everyone picks Ryu when playing that game. Not sure why obtaining this upgrade requires so much death, but I suppose sometimes, some items just take a little sacrifice in this franchise, even if it's a little twisted. Jeez, Mega Man games. Well, if you ever decide to get this upgrade, just be sure to have enough severed Mega Man heads in your arsenal. So you're probably asking some questions right now, like, is this really what I do with my free time? Or maybe even, why am I wasting my time running around these mines again, and do I even need the stupid Hadouken? Well, it's just like the most powerful attack in the game and all. Spluh. I bet you're also wondering, what does the word Hadouken even mean? Well, I'm glad you asked. Get this. It apparently translates as wave motion fist or surge fist or something to that effect. It's supposed to be some surge of spiritual energy. Ooh, I know, weird, right? So wait a minute, wave motion? Oh, it must be based on the Wiimote technology. Wave motion! That must be it. What does it all mean? I don't know, but now you know, and knowing is half the battle. Of course, half the battle is wandering through these mines so I can eventually kill myself for the greater good. Jeez, the things I do for your entertainment. Like leaping off of cliffs to fly with birds, straight to the place of sacrifice, which is right up here. Now it's time to die. I regret nothing! You know that waterfall is where energy drinks come from. Well, thank goodness for severed Mega Man heads, huh? Also, I get to start at this checkpoint, so I guess that's kinda cool. And hey, that means I don't have to traverse this whole level every single time I respawn. Though this is going to get about as repetitive as that movie Groundhog Day, or the sci-fi movie that ripped off the premise of that movie they called The Edge of Tomorrow. Well, it seems the premise of this episode rips off both movies. It's about self-sacrifice, to get a weapon powerful enough to help Mega Man defeat the main antagonist, Sigma. Even though I'll likely never use this weapon for the rest of the game, oh well, at least someone might take enjoyment in me throwing myself off of a cliff multiple times. What, I just want that 100% completion thing, you know? It's what I need. I know, nerd world problems. So is that like death number 2 now? Well, alright, I'm already halfway through dying enough to get the Hadouken. See, this is gonna go a lot quicker than free burritos at a Chipotle. Chipotle. I wonder, does Chipotle exist in the year 20XX? Or is it like a version of Mexican food for robots? That actually brings up an even bigger question. Considering most of the populace of every stage I've ever visited, do most of these robot animals or humans even require sustenance in this future? Or do you just plug them in? See, these are obviously the most important questions to ask. I suppose this is what I reflect on when I make my way to my demise. Speaking of that, it's time to make the third sacrifice to appease the robot gods, so I may be given more power. Give me upgrades or give me death! And here we are at the 4th run. I've now died 3 times, and that makes me 3/4 the way to the Hadouken. See, not only am I trying to obtain an upgrade, I'm also teaching you, the viewer, about fractions and math and stuff. Isn't this fun? Whoever said video games aren't educational? I mean, I've spent lots of time learning about video games, generally how to play this one, because priorities. I suppose we all have to be good at something, right? Like some people can cook really well, and maybe I can play this game really well. I guess anyone would be good at this game if they played it numerous times over the span of 20 plus years. Now that's dedication. Or is it an unhealthy obsession and living in the past? Who knows. I guess I should stop overanalyzing stuff and just jump off of a cliff already, so I can continue my sacrificial run to obtain this upgrade. So that's now what? Death number 4? And you know what that means? It's the end of the game! No, not really. But hey, it's the final run through this level, and at the end of this run will be the damned Hadouken upgrade, and maybe some tacos for my effort. One can only hope. I promise though I will never have to come back here for the rest of the game, so if you're tired of mines or this crazy song, then I leave you with a tiny shred of hope that we can finally move on to the last part of this game soon. If you actually stuck around to watch all this, kudos. You're braver than I thought and must be pretty bored. Okay, I've reached the last section of this level, again, and now it's time to make the last giant leap together and fly through the air with the majestic robot birds. Ah, video game gravity. And there it is, the giant water heater. Hey, sometimes you gotta store them in weird places. And I give you an awkward stare, an idle blinking. So that's it. That's all you have to say this time? Does this thing do hot showers? Okay, well, I'll just enter then. Thank you very much, creepy hologram guy that's dressed like Rue from Street Fighter 2. It's very witty. Okay, and now I'll let the gentle raindrops shower me with the last and final upgrade, the beloved Hadouken. Are you ready? See, it's a thing! And maybe you thought I was kidding. He even says Hadouken, albeit with a quick and tiny voice. You even put in the same command that you would in Street Fighter 2. See? Hadouken. Okay, you get it. Let's get the hell out of here. Yes, this way. Sadly, this ends the quest to obtain the Hadouken. Don't worry though, there's still plenty of games still left. It's just not here, thankfully. Okay, Mega Man, warp us the hell out of here. Crossovers are always fun, but is this assuming a crossover? Does the Street Fighter 2 universe really exist in the same universe as Mega Man? Does anyone really care? Should I write a subreddit about it and nerd out about the Easter eggs you missed, or create a whole clickbait video based on fan theories just to garner views to introduce the point of nothingness? Perhaps this exists in the same universe. Alternate maybe. Or maybe it was just a fun thing Capcom wanted to do for its video game fans. Nah, I think I should overthink it. Well, I'm going to call this an episode, so thanks for watching. Feel free to like or subscrizzle, and I'll catch you on the next one.